guys, welcome to a new video. This is one that we do every year and it is the end of the year book tag. I do want to say I did not create this. I'm not that creative. But I don't know who originally created this tag because when I googled it, literally all the posts were blog posts from this year and I didn't feel like going through 20 pages of Google searches, but I just want to make it clear that I did not invent this tag. This was not my creation, but these are my answers, so let's get into it. There are 7 questions here that I am going to be answering about my reading going into the end of the year. It's Vlogmas Day when y'all are watching the 16th, is it? Yeah, because today is the 15th when I'm recording this, so we still have about 2 weeks left in the year, a little less. And let's see what I can do with my reading in that time. Question number 1. Are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? All the ones I'm currently reading. And one is scary if I will get to finish it or not. But we have The Secret Life of Church Ladies, which is the short story collection that I'm currently reading. I do think I will be able to finish that. I'm about 80% of the way into that. I think I'll finish it this week most likely. Next is my long one, which is The Long Prince Quartet. This is a 973 page book. I am about 12% into that. I'm trying to read about 50 pages a day. I don't know how doable it is for me to finish by the end of the year. I only legit have plans for one more day this year of like plans that would impact my reading of that book. But still, you never know what might happen. So that's the only one that I'm really iffy about. And then the last one is Kiss Her Once for Me, which is the mood read that I'm doing right now. And oh my gosh, it's going on. It's so long. And it's only like 300 and something pages, but it's been slow and I just want to get done with it. But that is a Christmas romance. I am at like 60 something percent. So hopefully I do end up finishing it in the next 2 weeks. I think I will finish it before Christmas and I will not start a new mood read till January. Now with my ebook, I have a streak on Kindle, so I am going to have to start a new ebook and I know I'm not going to be able to finish that before the end of the year. It's going to be the like sequel to, is it Life After Life? Kate Atkinson is, I hope that's her name. I just see it on the shelf. I haven't pulled it off to tell y'all what it's about or anything like that, but it's a sequel. And I don't think I'll finish that before the end of the year, but I do need to start it so I can continue my streak on Kindle. Question number 2. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? So I think a lot of people do this tag in like September to do the last quarter of the year. I always do it the last month of the year. So autumn has come to pass in my standards of seasons. I know, I have my own standards because I'm the main character. No, I'm joking. But a book that I do think was a great transitional piece going from fall into winter for me was The Yuletide Guide to High Strangeness by Tobias Whalen. This has taken a lot of people's paranormal, that's not even the only word I would use, but like aliens is high strangeness. High strangeness is like aliens, ghosts, cryptids, you know, all things that are very high in strangeness. And that book is about people's paranormal experiences during the Christmas season. So kind of spooky, but Christmas as well. So I thought it was a great transitional piece going from Halloween into Christmas time. I actually do think Christmas time is kind of spookier than Halloween time. I think the veil is very thin. I'm just thinking of all the lore, like mythology, religions that have celebrations this time of year. I think that it has to be for a reason, but we're not getting into that. That's not the question. Number 3, is there a new release you're still waiting for? Not to my knowledge, because sometimes I will just be scrolling TikTok and be like, oh, this author's releasing a new book. I need to go pre-order that. So I'm not somebody who keeps up with new releases. Hopefully when I follow authors, I will end up seeing the posts that they have a new release. But my most recent one that I bought was the 6 Loves of James I. That is a nonfiction book about James the First of England, 6 of Scotland, and his love life and how it was very chaotic. And just some theories about his love life, I guess. There's another one that it has like a Blondie song as the title. I'm not remembering which one, but it is about Nancy and Robin on Stranger Things. It has already come out. It came out last week, but I have not been able to get my hands on it. And I am I'm gonna keep looking, and if I can't find it this week, I will probably just end up ordering it online if I can't find it at any of my local bookstores, which, as I said, I haven't had luck with. I think everybody bought it, which is kind of shocking because these books are not promoted well at all. So that is one that I am excited for, but I haven't found yet, and it has already released. Question number 4. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? The current TBR, as I said, those 3 books that I am currently reading. And as I said, my current TBR, there are 2 other books on my TBR this month, but I'm not going to be able to get to them most likely. What if I did one of them as my Kindle book? I didn't think about that. I'm gonna have to look into that and see if I can just get that done by the end of the year. I don't know how possible that will be, but definitely something that I should look into. But Mistborn, The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, and then When Women Ruled the World by, I think it's Cara Cooney. Those are 2 books that I would like to get to. I know it said 3, so the other would be The Long Prince Quartet. Those are on my current December TBR. I don't know how possible it is to get to them and to finish them, but it is something that I would like to do. I just don't know how possible it is. Question number 5. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? No, I don't think so. December is a month where I focus on reading fantasy. And it's been so funny this month because fantasy is the genre that got me into reading as an adult, was the A Song of Ice and Fire series. I was really loving young adult fantasy. I was a young adult, like 17, 18 years old, and I was really into fantasy, but now I struggle with fantasy so much. I am like, why is this happening? What's happening? What is this magic system? It just is like, it's too much, I guess, for me, and I really struggle with it and struggle finding 5-star fantasy books. Now I have, like The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. Love R.F. Kuang, one of my favorite authors. The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. So there are great fantasy books out there. It's hard for me to find them. And I know people in the comments, if people commented, it would be like, Brandon Sanderson. I don't know. He's very intimidating for me. So I don't think any of the books that I have on the docket for the rest of the year are going to be 5 stars, but I hope that they are. Question number 6. Have you already started making reading plans for next year? Yes, I did that in last week's sit down video, so be sure to check that out. It's the one titled My Reading Plans for 2026. The main one is I want to focus on the shortest books on my TBR according to Goodreads. This past year, 2025, I was focusing on the highest rated books on my TBR according to Goodreads. I need a break. I've read a lot of dense books and I don't want to say it was a bad reading year, but I want to get back to what I was doing in 2022 when I was reading so many great books. Now, my reading was different back then how I was doing it. I was reading one book, like each month I was reading books by every genre rather than just doing a genre focus every month, but I'm not gonna do that in 2026. I need a break. And I want to, because this year I was having TBRs where I wasn't finishing my TBR. So to remedy that, I'm going to focus on short books and see if that gets me anywhere. But that is my main plan, is reading the shortest books on my TBR according to Goodreads. Last question. What are your reading plans for the end of the year? Just to get through the books that I'm currently in. I'm not changing up how I'm reading them, except for how I might bring some of those nonfiction book, When Women Ruled the World, might pick that up on Kindle, but I don't see myself changing anything else. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna do When Women Ruled the World, because I don't want to do Mistborn when I'm reading The Long Prince Quartet, doing 2 fantasy books at the same time. That might be confusing. There's some genres where I could do that, but fantasy, no, I can't do that. And with big beefy ones like that, no, that's not happening. So with the nonfiction, I might be able to do that, but I'm not really gonna change up anything else with my reading for the end of the year. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it all the way through, leave a Christmas emoji in the comments below. And as always, comment, rate, or subscribe. And don't forget to ring that notification bell to be notified when all my videos go live. I'll see you in my next one. Bye! If you are familiar with my videos, you're used to seeing Sherman at the end of them. Sadly, Sherman has since passed away, but I would still like to encourage you guys to help your local shelters. Sherman was at the Darlington County Humane Society in rural South Carolina. I always have their link down below in the description if you guys would like to help them, but also help your local shelters as well. You can do that by donating, sharing posts like this one, volunteering, fostering, and adopting, which it's great to do all of those things. Great to help your community, great to help the animals in your community, and I cannot recommend it enough. All of my pets were rescues, they were strays or from animal shelters, and I love them so much, and I know how much love they can give, so knowing these pets at the shelter can equally give that much love, it's amazing. And y'all should totally take part and help out those local animal shelter pets, and please help them.